Faster Than His Shadow, and Saloon. These are Playtive Clippys sets CL-12823 and CL-12828. These sets were released in December 2023 for about €8 and about €30. These are construction block sets with a stud pitch of 8mm. The first set consists of 122 pieces and a second set of 864 pieces. The bricks in the set are compatible to bricks by other construction blocks companies like Lego, Blue Bricks, Kobe, Mega, and so on. This set here is part of Playtive's Lucky Luke licensed sets. I think to my European viewers I don't have to explain who Lucky Luke is, but I'm not so sure about the rest of the world, so I think I should say one or two words about Lucky Luke. Lucky Luke is one of the best known comic characters, at least in Europe. He is a gunslinger who experiences many adventures in the old North American Wild West. There he meets many real persons, but also a lot of fictitious characters. The best known side characters of the Lucky Luke comics are Lucky Luke's intelligent horse, Jolly Jumper, the very friendly but completely brainless dog, Rantanplan. I think in English he's called also sometimes Rintindump, I think. But in the original comics they call him Rantanplan. And also there are the Dalton brothers. This gang is best known for the different heights of the four brothers. So Joe is the smallest and most intelligent one. He is, I think, the most evil one of this group, and he is completely scrupulous. And then we also got the complete opposite. This is Averill Dalton. He is the tallest one, but he is absolutely dumb. But I think without his brothers, he might be quite a friendly person. And yeah, it's just some kind of Western parody, I would say. It's a fun little comic. Or a fun comic series. It is little, it's going on for ages. I think there are Lucky Luke comics since the 1940s. And nowadays we also get to see a lot of cartoons and also movies with real actors. It's just a really well-known comic series. You might have noticed that when I numbered the sets, or that when I introduced the sets, that I didn't use the numbers here written next to the set's name in German. I used these set numbers here, and that has a reason. These sets here are exclusively sold by Lidl, but they are created by this company here, the Delta Sport Handelskontor GmbH. And, well, Mighty Lidl might have a say, but the creators are this company here, and I think they are mighty enough so that the company prints the Lidl product number on the boxes here. But the problem is that when we look up these numbers, we do not only find this individual set with this number. Little groups, same sets of the different sets of the same size with each other, and that means under this number we will find several sets. Same here with the big set. But these numbers here are specific to each set, so I think these numbers here are more useful. The only reason why why these numbers here are not completely unimportant is that we also get the instructions digitally at a Lidl website, and the Lidl website doesn't know this number, it only knows this number, and so we have to type in this number to get a PDF file which contains the building instructions. If you don't like digital building instructions, you can simply use the printed building instructions which come with these sets here. These Playtive sets are not the first Playtive sets in my possession. Actually, a few months ago, I bought this Lidl truck here. I bought it simply because I didn't have any Playtive set before, and I just wanted to test out their bricks. But for some reason I haven't managed to assemble it yet, and this means the Lucky Luke sets are going to be the first Playtive sets that I'm going to assemble. These sets are clearly no display sets. They are made for kids. These are play sets. I mean, there are so many open stats, and I don't think that they are used too complicated building techniques. The building techniques don't create a build with a lot of details. It's kept very simple, but I think as a kid I would have had a lot of fun with this. Another thing is, have a look at the minifigures. I think kids might have fun with these figures, but in my eyes, they are a bit ugly, aren't they? The reason why I bought these sets here is because I actually liked the animals. Have a look here at Jolly Jumper. He looks quite cool. And also Rantanplan. This is a cute little dog. And yeah, the Jolly Jumper came with this set, but it also came with a smaller set. But I couldn't put my hands on one of the smaller sets. I only found this one here, so I had to buy the big set. But more bricks also means more fun, I think. So let's see. And yeah, here's also a huge set which contains Rantanplan. I think it's the sheriff's office or something like that. But I think the smaller set here will do. By the way, it shows more or less the most important or best known scene of the Lucky Luke comics. Lucky Luke can shoot faster than his shadow. So you can see Lucky Luke already has shot his shadow, and his shadow hasn't even drawn his gun yet. This looks all very simple, but I still think we can have some fun with it. As far as I know, the bricks in these sets here are produced by panelers. At least since, I think, 2021, Playtive uses panelers bricks. Before that, they used bricks by Goody. Well, I think I already have spent too many words. I will start to assemble this set now, and that means let's have a look inside the box first. So, inside the box we find these 4 unnumbered bags here. That also means that we don't get any building sections. But I don't think there is a need for sorting all these bricks before you start with your build. Those are just 122 bricks. There really is no need to sort them. You will find each brick quite easily during the building process at each step. Then we also got here the instructions. And yeah, this huge paper here, which gives us technical information in various languages. But also here, this QR code here, so that you can download the digital instructions. That's quite cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was sheer coincidence that I found the instructions on the little website somewhere in the service area. Oh, and here we got stickers. I hate placing stickers, but let's see. At least the stickers are printed on a transparent ground, so for example, if we place a sticker here on these bricks, that means at least we don't have color differences, that if this sticker was red, that the red of the sticker would look differently than the brick's red. Well, we will see. By the way, I have forgotten to tell you that there are different variations of these boxes here in which the sets come. So the box design is almost quite identical, but I think here all these symbols here sometimes are arranged a bit differently, and also the texts are written down on the boxes in different languages. So I think here these boxes are made for Lidl's home market, the German market. That's why the texts are in German. But you can also find these texts in Italian, French, or English. Alright. Then I'm going to open now all the bags. And after I've done that, I will start with step 1. I will come back to you as soon as I see something interesting, something doesn't work like intended, or maybe simply when I fuck up. We will see. Step 3. In this step we have to use these 2 by 2 by 2/3 slopes here. And when we have a close look at them, we can see that they are not completely curved. They got this edge here in the middle. I don't think Lego uses these bricks, at least not in this size. I also have placed a few bricks by now, as you can see, and I have to say the brick quality is really great. Have a look at how the bricks look. The injection points are barely visible. This is really good quality. Wow. And it's not only some of those bricks. All of these bricks look really nice. This is quite cool. Well then, let's go on. Step 8. In this step we have to use a Technic axle. This set here only includes one Technic axle, but if it included several Technic axles, we would want to know how long the needed Technic axle is, so that we pick the right one. when we got printed building instructions, this is no problem. You can see here we got an image of the text of the axle with the exact size. So we can simply hold our axle next to the image, and then we can see, yeah, it's exactly the same size. So this must be the correct one. But what do we do with digital instructions? With digital instructions, we have the problem that the instructions don't know how large our display is. So we can't simply hold the axle next to the image on the display. For that reason, the axle is marked with this 12 here. You can also see it in the printed instructions. This means that the axle is 12 stats long. So we can hold it next to plates or bricks, and then we can count the stats to see if it's 12 stats long. Or we simply use a tool like, this one here. And then we can immediately see that it's 12 stats long. By the way, there is something which I don't like about the instructions, about the digital instructions. The quality of these instructions isn't as good as the quality of the printed instructions. The resolution of the digital instructions is simply too low. That's not nice. This is a bit annoying. And what's also annoying is that when I downloaded the instructions, I did it a second time because I wanted to use the QR code shown here on this huge piece of paper, which I showed you before. Where is it? Oh, come on. That's a bit complicated to open with only one hand. Yeah, here's the QR code. And, well, sadly, it doesn't lead us directly to the instructions. This QR code only leads us to lidlservice.com. On this website, then you have to enter this number here, which I was talking about when I showed you the box. And this means when we enter the box, we don't simply find only our set for which we are searching the instructions. No, we find several sets of the same size. That means we have to go through all the PDF files until we find the correct instructions. That's even more annoying than the bad resolution here. Step 12. We have to apply the first of the stickers, this one here, and we have to apply it to these two tiles here at once. This is just bad style. I hate placing stickers, but I even hate it more when I have to place them on several bricks at once. This means you won't be able to disassemble the build again properly without destroying the stickers. This just sucks. What I'm going to do now is that I will apply the sticker. Normally I'm not doing this when I see something like that, but when I have applied it, then I simply will cut through the sticker along this gap here where the two tiles here are aligned at. Alright, you can see that I have applied the sticker to the tiles. Then I have removed the two tiles from our build. And yeah, you can see that I haven't applied it perfectly. I'm really not good at placing stickers, but it could look worse. Okay, now I will turn this thing on its backside. And next I will use this very sharp knife and cut through this gap here. Yeah, and this is what we end with. It worked quite well. So now I'm going to connect it to the build once again. And this is our final result. I really hate stickers. And I'm not looking forward to do the whole procedure again here in step 16. Step 24. We have to place 2 more stickers. At least this time we only have to apply each sticker to a single tile and not once again 1 sticker to 2 tiles. Placing these stickers really was tough for me. The stickers have more or less the exact same width as the tiles. I really had to do this several times until I placed them somehow acceptable. It really doesn't look perfect, but oh my god, here are all these bumps. But this is the best I can do. Damn. Step 37. We have to assemble the minifigure completely. Even the arms are not already interlocked with the torso. Step 39. The build is complete. Well then, let's directly have a look at this thing and what we can do with it. So here in the front, we got this little turntable on which Lucky Luke stands. And let's say he turns around like this, and then bam! He shoots the shadow. And when he does so, we can turn these gears here like this. And then you can see that we see the shot shadow. So, yeah, the minifigure looks a bit strange. It reminds me of a scarecrow. It looks somehow deformed, I don't know. You can see it's not like with the Lego figures that we can move the legs individually. We can only move both legs at once. Oops. And yeah, all the different body parts are formed a bit differently than we know it from Lego minifigures. So the arms look a bit more realistic. The torso looks a bit more, I don't know, balloony. The head is completely strange. And what I think what is really sad is that, oops, oh come on head, get off. No, not the head, the head. Okay, I can't do this with 2 fingers, with 1 hand. Let me place down the camera for a second. Wow, this did sit really strong on the head. Okay, so here you can see that the tip of the head has, yeah, it has another form than the typical Lego minifigure. For example, here we got this pirate, and he got the stat on his head. The Playtive minifigures get, yeah, it's not really a negative stat, it's oval hole or something like that. I don't know how to describe it. But because of that, the head accessories like this hat here doesn't fit on a normal minifigure, and I think that's a bit sad. You can see here we won't be able to interlock this because it's just a bit too big, and I think also it is formed a bit differently than it should be. Yeah, this is not possible. Too bad. Okay. What I really like is Rantan Plan here. This is a cute little dog. And it's quite interesting how we can interlock him with plates like this. So you see here on the front, he only is interlocked with a quarter stud, and also in the back. And on this side here, yeah, it's 2/4 studs, so half a stud. This isn't the most sturdy connection, but I think it interlocks fine enough. Yeah, that is quite cool. And then why we got this printed plaque here, that's completely nonsense. They should have printed here these wanted signs and Lucky Luke's shadows, and yeah, not this technical stuff here. That's complete nonsense. We don't need this. If this was a sticker, I wouldn't have applied it. It's useless. These here would have been great prints. This, not so much. I don't know why they did this. Yeah, and here you can see the whole thing from the back. The mechanism works quite well. The bricks are great quality. I absolutely can't complain. And I think also the color differences within the red bricks here are totally fine. Lego can't do it better. Often they are even worse than this. This is totally acceptable. Yeah, that's a cute little set. Well then, now it's time to open the second box. I forgot to mention that there were only these 2 spare parts here. Every other part was used, so they were really sure that we won't have a missing piece here. That's great. But now it's time for the Saloon. I think I didn't show you the backside of the Saloon's box before. So with the faster than his shadow set, there wasn't really anything interesting to see on the backside. It's more or less the same on both sides. But here with the Saloon set, there we get to see a bit more. So we get to see the complete build from the backside. We can have a look inside the Saloon. We see Jolly Jumper from another perspective. And yeah, we get to see that the set is modular, so we can remove the different floors here. And we get to know about the play function. And also, this minifigure here is Calamity Jane. There she is. I wouldn't have noticed that when I only looked at the minifigure. Yeah, when I see the comic character now right next to the minifigure, I can see similarities, but without this image I wouldn't have known that. And oh, we can also have a quick look on the side of the set. There you get to see that the set includes 4 minifigures and Jolly Jumper. Okay, now it's time to get all the bricks out of this box. Compared to the set before, this looks like a huge amount of bricks. Wow. And we also get the instructions here. This is quite a huge booklet. Well, I will open all the bags. Oh no, stickers. Well, I will open all the bags, then I will start with step 1 here. Oh, I didn't notice this before. It seems like we got building sections. Yeah, the bags are numbered. 2, 3, 2. Somewhere must be the bags with number 1 on them. Let's see how many building sections there are. Oh, we can see it here, right in the front. There are 4 different building sections. 3 building sections for the saloon and the horse. And the last building section, the 4th one, is only for the minifigures. It also seems that in some of the bags there we will find a brick separator. At least they describe us how a brick separator works here in the beginning of the instructions. Okay, then that means I will have to search for all the bags with number 1 on them, and then I can start with step 1 with those plates here. Step 1. This huge plate, which we use in the first step, might have great injection points. They are barely visible, but have a look at the plate itself. It's completely bent. It goes up in the middle. Really strange. I hope that our set is heavy enough so it will push down the plate. We will see. The technique used here in the second step might actually help with this problem. But also have a look on the underside of this plate. This looks quite interesting. We are missing all the negative studs here. This looks strange. I think it might be less usable than normal Lego plates. But, well, for the case in which we need this now, this will completely be sufficient, because I don't think that we will put anything on the underside of this plate. Step 5 solved the problem. Now everything is more or less completely plain. We simply added another layer of plates on top of these bricks here, and yeah, that did the job. Step 6. The cones, which we are using in the step here, look a bit differently than Lego cones do. You can see that here on top there normally is supposed to be a step, and yeah, these panelers cones don't have the step. Give me a second. I think I have some of those cones which Bluebricks uses here. Yeah, you see here we get this little step here, and the cones used in this set don't have this step. In a later step we will use also cones in another color, here in this reddish brown. There you also can see that the gap is missing, or at least barely visible. It doesn't look like it does here. Huh? Okay, I looked it up and I found out that Lego did use these cones until 2014. They started to use them in, I think, 1985, but they retired them in 2014. And in 2004, they introduced those other cones with the little step with this groove. And yeah, nowadays they only use the one with the groove. And for some reason I simply couldn't remember the grooveless cones. Step 16. In this step we are building a piano, and we do this with the help of 1x3 slopes with this strange bump in the middle. This is a piece I haven't seen by the Lego company. Huh. But I think our completed little build here looks really cool. This is a neat piano. Step 24. Oh my god, they want me to apply these stickers here to these 5 1x1 tiles. Oh, I feel like a goldsmith when doing stuff like this. I think it turned out quite okay. Well, but now I'm at step 26, and this means I have to place the next sticker. This one here. Step 57. There are really a lot of stickers in the set. This is really annoying. In step 68 we have placed the second door, which also means that before we had to apply another sticker. And yeah, with having done this, we also have completed the first building section. Now it's time to open all the bags with the number 2 on them. Step 76. We use a quite interesting technique here. So you can see we have built a wall with all these studs to the sides. And now we have created this little segment here, which we simply attach to those studs. And now our wall looks much cooler. Step 89. More stickers. Ooh. We have to place these stickers here on these 1x1x5 bricks. Oh man, this sounds complicated. Let's see. Because of all the stickers, this starts to feel like building a Revell set and not a building block set. Damn. Step 90. I don't think that I have seen these pieces here before. They are a bit like 1x1 round bricks, but 2 bricks tall. Step 106. In the 90s, Lego introduced a fence with 2 studs on top, so 1 stud here and 1 stud here. There were no studs in the middle. In 2008, they updated this piece, and since then this piece has 4 studs on top, like this here. But what normally you can't find on a Lego fence is this plate here in the middle. I have never seen this before. Step 125. The second building section ends in the middle of the second floor. Now it's time for the bags with the number 3 on them. Step 145. One of these 1x1 slopes is missing. You can see here is a gap. Luckily, I got one in my collection. I think it's a leftover from some Blue Bricks set. But too bad that also these little sets here have missing pieces. Step 165. We have built a lamp with the help of such an antenna. And I don't think that I have ever seen one of these thicker antennas in such a length. Interesting. And what's also quite interesting is the technique, how the antenna is attached to the ceiling. Have a look here. This is quite cool. So we have built this little segment here with the help of a Technic axle. And the Technic axle holds in place with the help of these 1x4 bricks, I think. Yeah, 1x4 bricks with these holes. And we stick the axle on each side in one of the holes. And then everything is connected to the ceiling. But the lamp itself still is movable. This is really cool. With step 169 we have completed the saloon. Now it's time to assemble Jolly Jumper. And it isn't as trivial as I thought before. We have to do at least 4 steps until we have completed our horse here. By the way, I just noticed that I still have these stickers which I haven't placed. And well, I had to place them quite a few steps before. So here in step 106, yeah, there we have to place these wanted signs. Just here on this wall. And sadly, they are attached to several tiles at once. Oh no, those are not tiles. They are attached to several bricks and plates at once. And yeah, this is done on the sides of the plates and bricks. And I don't think that my method with cutting the stickers will work here. At least I don't know how to cut them. I would have to cut here in the gaps between the plates. And I don't think I can accomplish this. Too bad. That means that I will not place the stickers. Sadly, these are the coolest stickers in the whole set. The Dalton brothers. It would have been really cool if I could place them, but I'm not going to do this. This is rubbish. And there are also these 2 gas lamps or whatever these things are, these gas lights. And I was supposed to place them in step 84, here and here. It's, yeah, I think there and there. I don't think I will do this either. I will continue now with sampling Jolly Jumper. With step 173 we have completed the 3rd building section. Now it's time to open the last 2 bags. It's time for section 4. Step 175. The build. is complete. These are the 4 minifigures which we have built in the last steps. This guy here is supposed to be the barkeeper or the saloon's owner maybe. Calamity Jane, Lucky Luke, and let's call her a saloon lady. And here is Jolly Jumper. This is really the highlight of the set. It's a crazy horse. That's so cool. And you can interlock it perfectly if you have the space. Let's try it up here. Or can I not? Yeah, it's a bit tricky to interlock the horse with his back feet. But I think it should work in the end. Here's a bit more space. Here I can place it. I think you have to place the feet in the back at first. The feet. And then you can place the front legs like this. It isn't too easy to place, but if you try a bit around, it works in the end. Yeah, that's fine. No! I pulled off its leg. God damn it. Yeah, it's a cool horse, but I think the quality is not on par with Lego. Let's just leave the horse back there. All right. Then here in front of the building, we can find the veranda, or yeah, the front porch. And when you want to enter the building, you can use these swinging doors here. I don't know why we got another of these stupid plaques here. These are really useless. All right, up here there's a little space. And yeah, I think the space is known from so many Western movies. We can simply place a minifigure up there. And then it will shoot at gunslingers who arrive in town or whatever. I like these bushes here. As a kid, I really had a lot of them. They came with those underwater sets in different colors, or also in the Western sets, and so on. When we turn the build around, we can have a look inside the building. So you can see the whole building is open, there is no backside, but for a playset, that's totally fine. And here is one of the set's play features. This light here can swing. And it goes over 2 floors. This is quite cool. Well, then let's remove the roof so that we can have a look inside the building. I'm not sure if I can do this with just one hand. Yeah, this is supposed to be a job for 2 hands. I'll be right back. So I have removed the roof. Here it is. And here we can see the upper floor. So I guess the rooms where the guests can sleep or the saloon lady does her work are out of sight because we have cut the building here, and yeah, I guess the rooms would be here. Here we got the handrail, and in the center of this whole floor there is this big opening which lets us look down on the first floor so we can see the other guys playing poker. Here are the stairs which lead downwards, and here in the back we can get some drinks. And yeah, what's this? Maybe a safe or just a shell. I don't know what this is. Let's say it's a shelf, a safe, sorry, and with a little lamp on top of it. I think all these lamps work with gas. I'm not sure. And yeah, then let's have a look now on the first floor. I'm going to remove the second floor now. This is the ground floor. Here we get to see the table at which the people are playing poker. So we get to see all these cards here and the chips in the middle. And also one of the players is cheating. You can see here the joker is peeking from below the table. And we can hide it back here or also pull it out again or push it out again. That's a cool little play feature. Below the stairs we see the piano. And I still like the building technique for this little section here. This is really well done. Here is another play feature. We can swing open the doors and close them again. And here is the bar with a lot of stuff we need for drinking. And behind the bar on the wall, I guess this is supposed to be a mirror. And here's also some room to store liquor or whatever. And I think here the barkeeper can enter or leave from behind the bar. This is really cool. Okay, then just let me reassemble the whole thing real quick. This set contains a lot of awful stickers, and I'm not the biggest fan of the minifigures. There are also some problems with the build itself. So there are parts in which you have to interlock bricks from above, but the whole build isn't supported from below. Once the build is complete, there's no problem. But during the building process, I often used some bricks and stuck them below the build to be able to counter push so that the whole thing doesn't fall apart. But besides these little flaws, the build really surprised me. The whole set surprised me. it's just about 30 euros, and for this money we really get a lot of bricks. And I had surprisingly much fun assembling the whole build. I really spent several hours with the set, and I think the building techniques sometimes were quite complex. I think on the box they say the set is for kids with an age of 5 years and above, but I guess the kids should be some years older than 5. Maybe 8 or 10 years would be a better age for the set. Some buildings techniques aren't that easy. The bricks are perfectly fine. We can say this also exact the same to the other set we have built before. These Playtive sets are cheap, but the bricks quality is perfectly fine. You can't compare the bricks with Lego or Go bricks, but I had zero problems with the clutch power, and I think the bricks look quite beautiful. I really like that the injection points are very tiny. So the bricks look better than Blue Bricks bricks, and they are way cheaper. This is really cool. My highlights of these sets, of course, were Jolly Jumper and Lantern Plein. These are the reasons why I bought these sets, but I also had fun with sampling the rest. I'm really surprised that it was so much fun.